Madison, how you guys doing? Yeah? I am so excited to be here. I am from New York. It's really nice to get out of New York. I love coming to Madison. It is one of my favorite cities in the Midwest. I'm originally from Chicago. Getting out of New York is kind of nice. I've had kind of a weird few years, the past couple years in New York, because I'm getting to the end of my 30s. And then sometimes when I will say this to people in New York, they seem confused. But by people, I mean men. And by confused, I mean they didn't know that women even lived that long. I have been trying to take care of myself, though. I take it pretty seriously, and so I did something this year I've wanted to do for a very long time, which is I started working out with a personal trainer. They are very expensive, and I can't afford it. So I had to find a guy at a Planet Fitness super far from my apartment in Brooklyn. Are we familiar with Planet Fitness? Make some noise. Are you guys familiar? Oh, okay. Okay, that's more than I thought. That's great. I come into rooms sometimes, and I'll talk to crowds, and sometimes they don't know about Planet Fitness, and I was really confused, and I realized it's because they're fancy gym people. Yeah, fancy gym people are different. Fancy gym fit looks different than Planet Fitness fit. People walk out of fancy gyms, they look like they never went in the first place. Planet Fitness is not like that. Every man at the Planet Fitness that I go to in Brooklyn is prison jacked. It is never leg day at Planet Fitness. So, if you're out of the loop here, you've never had the pleasure of a Planet Fitness, I'll catch you up, all right? A Planet Fitness is a repurposed murder warehouse that they have painted floor to ceiling purple, and it has weird rituals for a gym. So Monday is free pizza. This is true. Tuesday are free bagels. Okay, the rest of the week you can get free ringworm anywhere in the gym. Yeah. And then every man that comes to the Planet Fitness has to have cut all of the sleeves off of his t-shirts himself at home before coming to the gym. Okay? So, we're all up to speed, Planet Fitness. So I go, I meet my personal trainer, and he is everything I dreamed he would be. Okay? He is a full meatball and a part-time social media influencer. Bless his heart. So he introduces himself to me. And he's like, hey, my name's Brody. A lot of the guys here, though, they call me Bro for short. It's kind of my nickname. I think you're going to hear that. He's like, oh, boo-boo. They called every single person who walked in this morning Bro, including me. Okay? I don't think they know your name, bro. I do like him. I like him a lot, and he's good at what he does. He's just obsessed with doing everything until failure. So he'll be like, all right, Wilson. He calls me Wilson because he's 25. So he just sees me as like a sexless, blurry rectangle. So he's like, all right, Wilson, you got to crush this lift, but you got to lift until failure because that's where your gains are made. Is anyone concerned that Brody is concerned about gains? Now, I think he's hysterical, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand why. And I giggle through a lot of our workouts, and he had to get serious with me last week. And I know that he had to get serious with me because he was like, Wilson, I think I'm gonna have to get serious with you now. He goes, you gotta push until failure if you're ever gonna grow. That's my motto. How do you think I got here? My guy, we are at a Planet Fitness by the airport. Okay? I think it's real safe to assume that we both got here because of a whole lot of failure. I guess I'm now from New York. When people are like, where are you from? I just say New York now because I've been there for 16 years. And it's a long time. Have you guys been to New York? Clap if you've been, you've got to spend some time. Oh, wonderful. Okay. That's really great. Of the people that clapped, have you guys heard the New York hello when you were there? Did you get the New York hello? Did anybody? Oh, okay. That's just, I'm sorry on behalf of New York. The New York hello is a very time-honored greeting. If you've never been or if you've never received one, the New York hello is when anyone, at any time, can scream anything directly into your face simply for being alive and outside. Okay? So, it's the one thing I've never gotten used to living in New York, and I do get yelled at a lot. when I go out in public, specifically when I go out with my husband, because we have a very significant height difference. Okay, so I am 6 feet tall. He is 5'4". I'm just gonna give you guys a second. I've learned that it kind of happens in waves. There's like a 5'8" guy in the back just vomiting into a bucket after hearing that. But it's true. I'm 6 feet tall, he's 5'4". Now, am I a hero? Who's to say? Okay. But if you had to say, yeah, you're fucking right I am, all right? I am out here doing the Lord's work and I am Jewish, okay? So, we do get a lot of feedback from strangers about how this makes them feel. And we were on the subway, and a guy got in my husband's face. And he hovered over him, and he was like, hey, how much taller is she than you? And I answered him, which I do not recommend. And I was like, well, I'm 8 inches taller. And he goes, oh, shit, dude. She's like a whole penis taller than you. First of all, whose penis? Right? It's certainly not anyone who is out here measuring distance in penises. And I know, like, we don't use the metric system in the US, but we have rules still, right? We're not just like inches, feet, dicks, yards, America. Nobody is going into an elementary school to paint a mural like, oh, it's gonna be 15 penises across and 10, nope, 12. 12 penises down, a real statement piece, a real penis de resistance. I had a couple other things that I was doing that were new for me this year. It's been sort of an uncomfortable year, not in a bad way, just kind of getting out of my comfort zone. And one of the big things is I decided I wanted a new job. And so I had to get back out on the market. And it turns out that having no discernible skills and kind of a shit personality wasn't an investment that appreciated much over the last 10 years. And the other thing that I didn't take into account is that as you get older, your interviewers are younger than you. And so now I'm going on interviews, and all of my interviewers are Gen Z. Do we have Gen Z in the house? You can get off your phones and clap if you are here. Okay? Oh, that's a lot. All right, first of all, I love a lot of your work, okay? I do. I love what you guys did with the body positivity movement online. It's very inspiring. Okay, I love how you've made everybody vaguely bisexual. Ooh, that's been a lot of fun, okay? I do not understand what you did to the job interview. I had an interview last week that was just 45 minutes of unanswerable personality riddles. I was getting asked questions like what my office spirit animal would be, how I would describe my work from home vibes. Now, they describe their process to me. They see the job interview less like finding a new coworker and more like finding a new family member, which is famously not how family works. You don't get to pick. Do you think if any of us had to pick our families, we would have chosen the extended network of weirdos that I'm sure gave some people in this room eczema? So I held in as long as I could. I wanted the job. The last question they asked me broke me. The last thing they asked me was, if you could wake up tomorrow and be any person, living or dead, who would you be? And I told them that after the last 45 minutes, if I could wake up tomorrow mercifully and be any person living or dead, I would be me, but dead. So I haven't heard back. Yeah. I am serious though. I'm serious about liking Gen Z. I do like Gen Z, and I think it's important as a millennial and older generations that you have Gen Z people in your life, right? Just so you don't get out of touch or embarrass yourself or buy a live, laugh, love sign for your kitchen. And I have a favorite Gen Z person right now. It is my 22-year-old hairstylist, and I love her because she's just low-key so mean to me every time I see her. The last time I saw her, I asked her what she'd been up to, and she told me she'd been going on hot girl walks. And I didn't know what that was. And it sounds dangerous, right? Because I'm a millennial, and as a millennial, I was told specifically not to mix hotness with public exercise. I went to college with a very hot girl, and then she went on a hot girl run, I guess, and they just never found her body. So I was like, Haley, what is a hot girl walk? And she goes, here's what you need to know. First of all, we invented it on TikTok. Second, to do a hot girl walk, you just put on an outfit you feel really good about yourself in and like walk around and clear your head. But here's the best thing about the hot girl walk. Anyone can do a hot girl walk. You could even do one. Fuck you. Right? But this is it. This is why I love Gen Z. It's not just the audacity, it's the confidence. It is the kind of confidence I have been looking for my entire adult life. And all I want, just once before I die, is to have the confidence to look someone 15 years older than me dead in their face and tell them that I invented going for a walk. All right, Madison, thank you so much. My name is Mia Wilson. You guys are great.